Hello everyone. My name is Asia and I make K-pop animations and sometimes dabble into K-pop commentary. I decided to make a quick video about the long-awaited return of a certain someone. On December 9th, 2022, I uploaded a video about Garam's scandal and tried to showcase the more important evidence, heavily focusing more on Garam's evidence that she provided. I had to recently rewatch that video to refresh my memory on the scandal in order to make this one, and truthfully I don't know if it's a good video looking back on it. Y'all can go watch it and tell me. I did the best I could at the time. But on May 17, 2025, Garam uploaded her first set of photos on her brand new Instagram account after nearly 3 years. And also apparently Yunchai from 르세라핌 posted an image of grapes with 5 roses and a white heart emoji in secret support for Garam a day or two later. On the first day alone she garnered over 700k followers, me included in that number. Now the reason why I'm making this video is to not only congratulate Garam making her return, but mainly addressing some idiotic K-pop fans and how they're reacting to her return. I already knew the day Garam would come back, it would cause so many people to react very negatively despite knowing what the truth is. So when she came back, of course she received a ton of support from the fans that genuinely missed her and felt so bad about how everything turned out with her scandal. But of freaking course there were also some people, probably the same people that called her a bully back then, were still trying to spread the now debunked and false narrative that Garam was a bully. I'm making this video to try and address these people and make the overall situation very clear in case they forgot. Brief recap on the Garam bullying scandal. Click on this timestamp to skip it if you want. Garam became friends with a girl named Yunseo in her middle school, and then at some point their friendship fell apart because Yunseo was gossiping about them. Out of anger for their friendship falling apart, Yunseo decided that it would be an amazing idea to take underwear photos of one of Garam's friends secretly, and uploaded them on another person's Facebook account. Obviously Garam's friend was in complete distraught over this, and Garam also being extremely angry over what Yunseo did, she went to go confront her, and even threatened to take underwear photos of Yunseo out of revenge for her friend. Then Yunseo got punished and had to transfer schools due to her posting that photo, but she claimed that she had to transfer because of Garam bullying her. One of the reasons why some people still hold on to the belief that Garam was a bully is because she received the level 5 punishment at her school, which was special education or psychological treatment. From what I read from the School Violence Committee report, all we know is that Garam cursed the hell out of Yunseo for what she did to her friend, and threatened to kill her and post underwear photos of her. That seemed to be enough for her to get level 5, but there's one thing that I actually just noticed while writing the script. I'm looking at my own video right now and according to the School Violence Committee actions, level 8 is school transfer. Yunseo had to literally transfer schools because of the photo incident, meaning she got the level 8 punishment. Y'all were so hung up on the fact that Garam got level 5 and officially deemed her a bully for it, when Yunseo literally received the level 8 punishment for the photos. But of course K-pop stans refuse to acknowledge the truth, and I know exactly why after thinking about this for so long. These people don't want to acknowledge the truth of what happened or finally say that Garam or even her friend was a victim, because that means they would feel guilty for what they did. The main reason why K-pop stans get caught for doing heinous shit within the community and refuse to apologize is because they don't want to admit that they were in the wrong. There are weirdly a lot of people in this community that struggle to take any accountability for their actions. That's why there are so many K-pop stans that still try to spread the false narrative about Garam being a bully. It's because they're doing it to alleviate any potential guilt they might be feeling for harassing her in the past. So the best they can do is either ignore her return, or still say she's a bully because they do not want to apologize to her. Now it doesn't really seem like Garam wants an apology from anyone, except maybe Yunseo, but she ain't never getting that. She seems to be doing very well judging from the few photos she uploaded on her Instagram, and even some photos that were posted on her friend's Instagram story over the years. And I'm sure her fans have been demanding apologies from all the people that attacked her back then, but obviously that's not happening either. These people care way more about their own pride and ego over the mental health of a then 16-year-old child back then. Mental health advocates my entire asshole. And so, the only thing I can try to tell these people on what they should do towards Garam is this. Please just leave her alone. Stop attacking her in her Instagram comments, stop tweeting negative shit about her on Twitter, TikTok, and wherever else. And please stop painting her as a bully when you know that that's officially false. We all already know that you refuse to apologize to her to protect yourself and not feel guilty for harassing and sending actual death and threats to a then 16-year-old. So at the very least you can do is ignore her existence. You know you can strongly dislike someone and not harass and attack them, right? You know you can strongly dislike someone for the smallest, pettiest reasons without trying to find something morally, socially, or politically justifiable reason to hate and attack them, right? Because I've been noticing in recent years online that a lot of people tend to do this thing called social justice bullying where they viciously harass one or multiple people, quote unquote, in the name of social justice. People attacked Garam back in 2022 because they claimed that they were doing it to defend and get justice for the victim, when in reality none of these same people ever showed any genuine support for Yunseo back then. I already said this in my first Garam video, but I never saw any support posts, tweets, or videos for potential victim at that time. But I only ever saw extremely hateful posts and videos about Garam being a disgusting person for being a bully. Kinda weird that the support all victims crowd suddenly didn't do their job at that time. All I ask of these people is to just leave Garam alone, because literally what more do you want from her? It was already proven that she was not the bully in that situation, and yet you're mad that she came back and seems very happy? You're just mad that the bully narrative didn't work out in your favor, and again you're trying real hard to alleviate any guilt you might feel for being wrong about her. Continuing to attack her and still paint her as a bully is not gonna magically prove that she was the bully all along to make you feel better. So literally the least you can do is ignore her existence. It's crazy how these people do not want to see this young girl be happy and thrive after everything she went through. She's so much stronger than me. I probably would have never came back on social media using a public account. Her strength and bravery is more than telling, which is probably why she got so much support when she came back. Making it clear now, if any of these people still talk shit about Garam and still say that she's a bully, you're the actual bully. And what's even more gross is that I believe a lot of K-pop fans are literally victims of bullying, including me. So you know exactly what it's like to be bullied and how horrible it feels, yet y'all still felt so comfortable bullying, harassing, and attacking someone else just because I was about to say y'all thought she was a bully, but that's not the truth anymore. It's because y'all wanted her to be a bully so bad, and it's probably because y'all were jealous of her. There's a clear track record of many pretty girls in K-pop getting bullied by insecure and internally misogynized female K-pop fans whenever they literally breathe wrong. Crazy how a lot of y'all are actually victims of bullying yourselves and you turn around and bully a young female idol out of pure jealousy and major insecurity. But am I surprised? Of course not. This community loves and thrives off negativity and drama. A final thing I want to touch on in this video is more towards the fans of 르세라핌, the Funnets if you will. Please don't talk about or mention the 르세라핌 members under her posts. For all we know, mentioning the group at all could potentially be triggering for her, so just to be safe we shouldn't mention them. And especially don't tell her to rejoin the group or something stupid like that. Y'all already know the absolute hell she went through thanks to Hybe doing f*** all to prove her innocence and fix her reputation. You know you can still support her without her being in the group. Asking her to rejoin just to support her that way is kinda odd to me, to be honest. Whatever else she ends up posting on her Instagram account in the future, only talk about the content within itself. Do not mention 르세라핌, I'm being so for real right now. But anyways, that should be all for this video. I felt kinda obligated to make this short update video since I went out of my way years ago to defend Garam when I really didn't have to, but I wanted to. Admittedly in the other video, I was super dramatic at the end of it thinking that her life was potentially ruined and she would never come back and shit. But look at her now, girlie is thriving and it makes me so happy that she got through it. I just want her to be happy, healthy, and live her best life. It's what she deserves. As for her haters and enemies that are all insecure miserable I wish for them to experience an inch of what Garam went through. That's the end of this video and more animations are coming soon. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.